Hello, Fabric community. This is the May edition of the Fabric Monthly Update. I am Jason Himmelstein, Principal PM Manager for Content Strategy in Microsoft Fabric. For all the details, check out the monthly update blog. The link is in the description below. Let's go ahead and get started. There are lots of updates in the Power BI reporting section this month, starting with the Modern Tooltip is now on by default. Power BI tooltips are embarking on an evolution to enhance their functionality. To lay the groundwork, we're introducing that the Modern Tooltip is now on by default. It's a feature that many users may recognize from its preview status. This change is more than just an upgrade. It's the first step in remarkable improvements. These future developments promise to revolutionize tooltip management and customization, offering possibilities that were previously only imaginable. As we prepare for general availability of the Modern Tooltip, this is an excellent opportunity for users to become familiar with its features and capabilities without having to go and turn it on manually. Matrix layouts. We've listened to the community's feedback about improving our tabular visuals, both table and matrix, and we're excited to initiate the transformation. Drawing inspiration from the familiar pivot table in Excel, we aim to build new features and capabilities upon a stronger foundation. Our May update introduces layouts for matrix. Now you can select from compact, outline, or tabular layouts to alter the arrangement of components in a manner akin to Excel. Line updates. Following last month's introduction of the initial line enhancements, May brings a groundbreaking set of capabilities that are set to transform your Power BI experience. You have the ability to hide and show lines, customize line patterns, auto-scale line patterns, line dash cap, and line upgrades across other line types. We recommend visiting our dedicated blog for an in-depth exploration of all the new capabilities added to lines. On-object interaction updates. This May release, we are excited to introduce on-object formatting for small multiples, waterfall, and matrix visuals. This new feature allows users to interact directly with the visuals for a more intuitive and efficient formatting experience. By double-clicking on any of these visuals, users can now right-click on the visual component that they wish to format, bringing up a convenient mini toolbar. The streamlined approach not only saves time, but also enhances the user's ability to customize and refine their reports with ease. Publish to folders in public preview. We recently announced the public preview of folders and workspaces, allowing you to create a hierarchical structure for organizing and managing your items. In the latest desktop release, you can now publish your reports to specific folders in your workspace. When you publish a report, you can choose the specific workspace and folder for your report. The interface is simplistic and easy to understand, making organizing your Power BI content from desktop even better. And last in this section, you can now ask Copilot questions about your data model, and this is in preview. We're excited to preview a new capability for Power BI Copilot, allowing you to ask questions about the data in your data model. You can already ask questions about the data present in visuals on your report pages, but now you can go even deeper by getting answers directly from the underlying model. Just ask questions about your data. If the answer isn't already on your report, Copilot will then query your model for the data instead and return the answer to your question in the form of a visual. We now have a demo by Lauren Faber of Publish to Folders in preview.
When publishing reports from Power BI Desktop, you now have the option to publish those reports into folders contained in workspaces in the Power BI service. Folders were previously announced in public preview in the Power BI service, and we have now added the capability to publish those reports directly to those folders from Power BI Desktop. This capability makes it easier than ever to keep your items organized in the Power BI service. To ensure this public preview feature is on in your Power BI desktop, go to the File menu, click on Options and Settings, click on Options, and look for the Preview Features tab. Look for the setting called Publish Dialog Support Folder Selection.
The Power BI modeling section has lots of great announcements this month, starting with the general availability of DAX Query View. DAX Query View is the fourth view on the left rail of Power BI Desktop, where you can run DAX queries against your semantic model. DAX Query View comes with several ways to help you be as productive as possible with DAX queries. You can use quick queries, where DAX queries can be written for you in the context menu of tables, columns, or measures in the data pane of the DAX Query View. Direct query model authors can also use DAX Query View. View your data in the tables wherever you want. You can create and edit measures, edit one or multiple measures all at once. You can make changes and see the change in action in DAX Query View. Then you can update the model when you're ready. See all the DAX queries of a visual. Investigate the visual DAX queries in DAX Query View. You can write DAX queries in DAX Query View using IntelliSense, formatting, commenting and uncommenting, and syntax highlighting. And additional professional code editing experiences such as change all occurrences and block folding to expand and collapse sections. DAX Query View also includes an inline Fabric Copilot to write and explain DAX queries, which remains in public preview. This month we've made the following updates. We give you the ability to run a DAX query before you keep it. Previously, the Run button was disabled until the generated DAX query was accepted or Copilot was closed. Now you can run the DAX query, then decide to keep or discard that DAX query. You can now build DAX queries conversationally using Copilot. Previously, the DAX query generated was not considered if you typed additional prompts. You had to keep the DAX query, select it again, and then use Copilot to adjust it. Now you just simply adjust it by typing additional user prompts. This month we introduce the redesigned Manage Relationships dialog in Power BI Desktop. To open the dialog, simply select Manage Relationships button in the modeling ribbon. Once it's opened, you'll find a comprehensive view of all your relationships, along with their key properties, all in one convenient location. From here, you can create new relationships or edit existing ones. Ever since we released composite models on Power BI Semantic Models and Analysis Services, you've been asking us to support the refresh of calculated columns and tables in the service. This month, we have enabled the refresh of calculated columns and tables in the service for any direct query source that uses single sign-on authentication. This includes sources you use when working with composite models on Power BI Semantic Models and Analysis Services. We're also excited to announce the general availability of Model Explorer in the model view of Power BI, including the authoring of calculation groups. Semantic modeling is even easier with the at-a-glance tree view with item counts, search, and in-context paths to edit the semantic model items with Model Explorer. We have updates in the Power BI data connectivity area. We're happy to announce that the Oracle Database Connector has been enhanced this month with the addition of single sign-on support in the Power BI service with Microsoft Entra ID authentication. We're also pleased to announce some new and updated connectors in this release. There is a new OneStream Power BI connector, a new Zendesk data connector, a new CCH Tagatic connector, and an update to the Azure Databricks connector. Reports in OneDrive and SharePoint with live connected semantic models. Last May, we announced the integration between Power BI and OneDrive and SharePoint. Previously, this capability was limited to only reports in import mode. We're excited to announce that you can now seamlessly view Power BI reports with live connected data directly in OneDrive and SharePoint. When working in Power BI Desktop with a report live connected to a semantic model in the service, you can easily share a link to collaborate with others on your team and allow them to quickly view the report in their browser. Let's go ahead and take a look at a demo of this functionality.
When a report is shared with you via OneDrive or SharePoint, you can easily access that report directly from your browser with data that is live connected to semantic models in the Power BI service. This makes it easier than ever to have access to your reports from where you already work.
Next, we have the Power BI service. Storytelling in PowerPoint. Image mode in the Power BI add-in for PowerPoint. While you told us that you appreciate the ability to limit the image view to only those who have permissions to view the report, you asked for changes to the public snapshot mode. To address some of this feedback we got from you, we've made a few changes in this area. Add-ins that were saved in public snapshot can be printed and will not require you to go over all the slides and load the add-in for permissions check before the public image is made visible. You can use the Show as Saved Image on add-ins that were saved as public snapshot. This will replace the entire add-in with an image representation of it, so the load time might be faster when you're presenting your presentation. Updated notifications. Many of us keep presentations open for a long time, which may cause the data in the presentation to become outdated. To make sure your slides have the data that you need in them, we've added a new notification that tells you if more up-to-date data exists in the Power BI service and offers you the option to refresh and get the latest data from Power BI. Power BI Mobile. We strive to make the Power BI mobile app as accessible as possible for everyone. That's why, in this month's update, we've added the Show Visuals as Table view to all reports. Use this feature to instantly view all the visuals, excluding slicers, cards, and non-data-driven visuals, in your report as table visuals. This feature enhances the consumption experience for users who rely on accessibility screen readers by allowing them to read the underlying data presented in each visual. It is also beneficial for users who prefer to consume their data in tabular form, which is more like the consumption experience in Excel. We are thrilled to announce that Fabric Core REST APIs are now general availability. This marks a significant milestone in the evolution of Microsoft Fabric, a platform that has been meticulously designed to empower developers and businesses alike with a comprehensive suite of tools and services. The core REST APIs are the backbone of Microsoft Fabric, providing the essential building blocks for a myriad of functionalities within the platform. They are designed to improve efficiency, reduce manual effort, increase accuracy, and lead to faster processing times. These APIs help scale operations more easily and efficiently as the volume of work grows, automate repeatable processes with consistency, and enable integration with other systems and applications, providing a streamlined and efficient data pipeline. We're excited to share an important update that we've made to streamlining Fabric Admin APIs. This enhancement is designed to simplify your automation experience. Now you can manage both Power BI and the new Fabric items, previously referred to as artifacts, using the same set of APIs. Before this enhancement, you had to navigate two different APIs, one for Power BI items and the other for the new Fabric items. This is no longer the case. We're also excited to announce the public preview of the Microsoft Fabric Workload Development Kit. This feature now extends to additional workloads and offers a robust developer toolkit for designing, developing, and interoperating with Microsoft Fabric using front-end SDKs and back-end REST APIs. The Microsoft Fabric platform now provides a mechanism for ISVs and developers to integrate their new and existing applications natively into Fabric's Workload Hub. This integration provides the ability to add net new capabilities to Fabric in a consistent experience without leaving the Fabric workspace, thereby accelerating data-driven outcomes for Microsoft Fabric. We're pleased to announce the public preview of external data sharing in OneLake. Sharing data across organizations has become a standard part of the day-to-day business for many of our customers. External data sharing, built on top of OneLake shortcuts, enables seamless, in-place sharing of data, allowing you to maintain a single copy of data even when sharing across tenant boundaries. Whether you're sharing data with customers, manufacturers, suppliers, consultants, or partners, the applications are endless. Following the release of OneLake Data Access Controls in public preview, the OneLake team is excited to announce the availability of APIs for managing data across roles. These APIs can be used to programmatically manage granular data access to your lakehouses. Manage all aspects of role management, such as creating new roles, editing existing ones, or changing memberships in a programmatic way. Check out the API reference to learn more. And now we'll see a demo by Aaron Merrill about APIs for OneLake data access roles.
As a data engineer in Fabric, I have been building out a bronze layer in OneLake. Using shortcuts, I have pulled in data from a variety of locations, including ADLS Gen 2 and on-premise Dell ECS data. Now I need to secure the data for other data engineering teams to consume through Spark notebooks or their own shortcuts. Using OneLake data access roles, I can easily manage this access from a single location. From my bronze layer lakehouse, I click the button to open the data access roles experience. Here I can create and manage all my roles for this lakehouse. I create a new role and name it product role. Next, I choose the items I want to grant read access to and select my on-premise shortcuts to include them in this role. Note that the new customer table is grayed out. This is because it is a shortcut to another OneLake location. For data in OneLake, the security always lives with the data and flows with it across shortcuts. This prevents users from gaining access to data without the data owner's knowledge. As a result, to grant access to the shortcut, access needs to be configured from the item where the data physically lives. Once that is done, I grant access to some unstructured files data. Notice that permissions inherit automatically to subfolders. My role configured, I click Save. I then want to assign users to this role. I navigate to the Assign Users pane, where I can add the users, groups, service principals, or managed identities I want to be members of this role. I add the 2 team members I want to grant access to. Once added, they show up in the list below, where I can confirm whether they have access to the lakehouse itself. Now I create a second role for the other team. I call this one Customer Role and select my ADLS Gen 2 shortcut tables. I then save the role and assign the users to it. My roles are now created and users can start accessing the data. First, let's look at a user of the product role. When a product role user accesses the lakehouse, they can only see the tables and files they have permissions to. Likewise, if they are using OneLake File Explorer, only the granted items are shown. Note how the discoverability of the files is maintained automatically. Lastly, we can switch to the users of the customer role. Here, they are using a Spark notebook to query data from the lakehouse. They can only see the ADLS Gen 2 shortcut data, and as shown here, running a query to access another table is blocked, keeping data secure. As we saw, OneLake data access roles allow for easy-to-use folder-level security for OneLake.
We're excited to announce Copilot for Data Warehouse in public preview. Copilot for Data Warehouse is an AI assistant that helps developers generate insights through T-SQL exploratory analysis. With this feature, data engineers and data analysts can use Copilot to generate T-SQL queries for data analysis, explain and add inline code comments for existing T-SQL queries, fix broken T-SQL code, and receive answers regarding general data warehousing tasks and operations. As data volumes continue to grow in today's rapidly evolving world of artificial intelligence, it is crucial to reflect on historical data. It empowers businesses to derive valuable insights that aid in making well-informed decisions for the future. Preserving multiple historical data versions not only incurred significant costs, but also presented challenges in upholding data integrity, resulting in a notable impact on query performance. So, we're thrilled to announce the ability to query historical data through time travel at the T-SQL statement level, which helps unlock the evolution of data over time. Let's take a look at a demo.
In my Whiteword Importers warehouse, I would like to obtain the list of top 10 customers as of 4th May. All I do is specify the timestamp just once within the options clause and submit the query for execution. The query returns the top 10 customers as of 4th May. Now, I have embedded the query that returns the top 10 customers within a view named Top 10 Customers View. Whenever I want to obtain the list of top 10 customers, I simply execute the view along with the desired timestamp. Let's use 7th May as the timestamp and submit the query for execution. The query returns the top 10 customers as of 7th May.
We're advancing the Fabric Runtime 1.3 from an experimental public preview to a full public preview. Our Apache Spark-based big data execution engine, optimized for both data engineering and data science workflows, has been updated and fully integrated into the Fabric platform. The enhancements in Fabric Runtime 1.3 include the incorporation of Delta Lake 3.1, compatibility with Python 3.11, support for starter pools, integration with environment artifacts, and library management capabilities. Additionally, Fabric Runtime now enriches the data science experience by supporting the R language and integrating Copilot. We're excited to announce the Spark Monitoring Run Series Analysis features, which allow you to analyze the run duration trends and performance comparisons for pipeline Spark activity, recurring run instances, and repetitive Spark run activities from the same notebook or Spark job definition. This brings with it several features. Run series comparisons, where users can compare the duration of a notebook run with that of previous runs and evaluate the input and output data to understand the reasons behind the prolonged run durations. outlier detection and analysis. The system can detect outliers in the run series and analyze them to pinpoint potential contributing factors. Detailed run instance analysis. Clicking on a specific run instance provides detailed information on runtime distribution, which can be used to identify performance enhancement opportunities. Configuration insights. Users can view the Spark configuration used for each run, including auto-tune configurations for SparkQL queries in auto-tune-enabled notebook runs. We're excited to announce that notebooks now support the ability to tag others in comments, just like the familiar function of using Office products. When you select a section of code in a cell, you can add a comment with your insights and tag one or more teammates to collaborate or brainstorm on the specifics. This intuitive enhancement is designed to amplify collaboration in your daily development work. Moreover, you can easily configure the permissions when tagging someone who doesn't have permission to make sure that your code asset is well managed. We're thrilled to unveil a significant enhancement of the Fabric Notebook ribbon, designed to elevate your data science and data engineering workflows. In the new version, you will find the new Session Connect control on the Home tab, and now you can start a standard session without needing to run a code cell. You can also easily spin up a high concurrency session and share the session across multiple notebooks to improve the compute resource utilization. And you can easily attach or leave a high concurrency session with a single click. We recently made some changes to the Fabric Notebook metadata to ensure compliance and consistency. For the notebook file content, the keyword Trident has been replaced with dependencies in the notebook content. This adjustment ensures consistency and compliance. In the notebook Git format, the preface of the notebook has been modified from Synapse Analytic Notebook Source to Fabric Notebook Source. Additionally, the keyword Synapse has been updated to dependencies in the Git repo. We are thrilled to announce that Environment is now a generally available item in Microsoft Fabric. During this GA timeframe, we have shipped a few new features of Environment, including Git support, deployment pipeline, REST API, resources folder, and sharing. This month, we get to give you a sneak peek at the preview of User Data Functions in Microsoft Fabric. User Data Functions gives developers and data engineers the ability to easily write and run applications to integrate with resources in the Microsoft Fabric platform. Data engineering often presents challenges with data quality or complex data analytics processing in data pipelines, and using ETL tools may present limited flexibility and ability to customize your needs. This is where User Data Functions can be used to run data transformation tasks and perform complex business logic by connecting your data sources and other workloads in Fabric. During preview, you will be able to use the following features. Use the Fabric portal to create new user data functions, view and test them. Write your functions using C#. Use Visual Studio Code extensions to create and edit your functions. Connect to the following Fabric native data sources: Data Warehouse, Lakehouse, and mirrored databases. As you may know, Copilot in Microsoft Fabric requires your tenant administrator to enable the feature from the admin portal. Starting on May the 20th, 2024, Copilot in Microsoft Fabric will be enabled by default for all tenants. This update is part of our continuous effort to enhance user experience and productivity within Microsoft Fabric. This new default activation means that AI features like Copilot will be automatically enabled for tenants who have not yet enabled the setting. We're introducing a new capability to enable Copilot on the capacity level in Fabric. A new option is being introduced in the Tenant Admin portal to delegate the enablement of AI and Copilot features to capacity administrators. This AI and Copilot setting will be automatically delegated to capacity administrators, and the tenant administrators won't be able to turn off the delegation. To enhance privacy and trust, we've updated our approach to abuse monitoring. Previously, we retained data from Copilot in Fabric, including prompt inputs and outputs, for up to 30 days to check for misuse. Following customer feedback, we've eliminated this 30-day retention. Now, we no longer store prompt-related data, demonstrating our unwavering commitment to your privacy and security. We value your input and take your concerns seriously. Real-time intelligence helps you analyze and act on high-volume, high-granular event streaming data. It unifies and enhances Synapse Real-Time Analytics and Data Activator and introduces the new Real-Time Hub to help you explore and manage all of your organization's real-time data. The Real-Time Hub is a single estate for all data in motion across your entire organization. Several key features are offered in the Real-Time Hub. Real-Time Hub enables users to easily discover, ingest, manage, and consume data in motion from a wide variety of sources. It lists all streams and KQL tables that customers can directly act on. In the world of data, Real-Time Hub is never empty. All data streams in Fabric automatically show up in the hub. Also, users can subscribe to events in Fabric, gaining insights into the health and performance of their data ecosystem. Real-Time Hub makes it easy for you to ingest data into Fabric from a wide variety of sources like AWS Kinesis, Kafka clusters, Microsoft streaming sources, sample data, and Fabric events using the Get Events experience. You can now connect to data from both inside and outside of Fabric in a mere few steps. Whether data is coming from new or existing sources, streams, or available events, the Get Events experience allows users to connect to a wide variety of sources directly from Real-Time Hub, Event Streams, Eventhouse, and Data Activator. This enhanced capability allows you to easily connect external data streams into Fabric with out-of-the-box experience, giving you more options and helping you get real-time insights from various sources. With Enhanced Event Stream, you can now stream data not only from Microsoft sources, but from other platforms like Google Cloud, Amazon Kinesis, database change data capture streams, etc., using our messaging connectors. The new event stream also lets you acquire and route real-time data, not only from stream sources, but also from discrete event sources, such as Azure Blob Storage events, Fabric Workspace items, and more. To use these new sources in Event Stream, simply create an event stream with choosing Enhanced Capabilities Preview. With Real-Time Hub embedded in the KQL database experience, each user in the tenant can view and add streams which they have access to and directly ingest into a KQL table in the Eventhouse. This integration provides each user in the tenant with the ability to access and view data streams that they are permitted to. They can now directly ingest these streams into a KQL table in Eventhouse. This simplifies the data discovery and ingestion process by allowing users to directly interact with the streams. Users can filter out data based upon the owner, parent, and location, and provides additional information such as endorsement and sensitivity. You can use events from Real-Time Hub directly in Reflex items as well. From within the main Reflex UI, click Get Data in the toolbar. This will open a wizard that allows you to connect to new event sources or browse Real-Time Hub to use existing streams or system events. Search new stream sources to connect or select existing streams and tables to ingest directly by Reflex. You then have access to the full Reflex modeling experience to build properties and triggers over any event from the Real-Time Hub. Event Stream offers two distinct models, Edit and Live, to provide flexibility and control over the development process for your event stream. If you create a new event stream with enhanced capabilities enabled, you can modify it in Edit mode. Here you can design stream processing operations for your data streams using the no-code editor. Once you complete the editing, you can publish your event stream and visualize how it starts streaming and process data in live mode. When you create a new event stream with enhanced capabilities enabled, you can now create and manage multiple data streams within Event Stream, which can then be displayed in the Real-Time Hub for others to consume and perform further analysis. There are two types of streams. The default stream, which is automatically generated when a streaming source is added to Event Stream. Default streams capture raw event data directly from the source, ready for transformation or analysis. The second type is a derived stream. This is a specialized stream that users can create as a destination within Event Stream. Derived stream can be created after a series of operations such as filtering and aggregation, and then it's ready for further consumption or analysis by other users in the organization through the Real-Time Hub. Customers can now perform stream operations directly within Event Stream edit mode instead of embedding in a destination. This enhancement allows you to design stream processing logic and route data streams in the top-level canvas. Custom processing for routing can be applied to individual destinations using built-in operations, allowing for routing to distinct destinations with an event stream based on different stream content. Eventhouse, a cutting-edge database workspace meticulously crafted to manage and store event-based data, is now officially available for general use. Optimized for high granularity, velocity, and low latency streaming data, it incorporates indexing and partitioning for structured, semi-structured, and free text data. With Eventhouse, users can perform high-performance analysis of big data and real-time data querying, processing billions of events within seconds. The platform allows users to organize data into compartments, databases, within one logical item, facilitating efficient data management. We're excited to announce that OneLake availability of Eventhouse in Delta Lake format is generally available. Delta Lake is the unified data lake table format chosen to achieve seamless data access across all compute engines in Microsoft Fabric. The data streamed into Eventhouse is stored in an optimized columnar storage format with full text editing and supports complex analytical queries at low latency on structured, semi-structured, and free text data. A database shortcut in Eventhouse is an embedded reference to a source database. The source database can be one of the following. Now available, a KQL database in real-time intelligence, or an Azure Data Explorer database. The behavior exhibited by the database shortcut is similar to that of a follower database. The owner of a source database, the data provider, shares the database with the creator of the shortcut in real-time intelligence, the data consumer. The owner and the creator can be the same person. The database shortcut is attached in read-only mode, making it possible to view and run queries on the data that was ingested into the source KQL database without ingesting it. AI Anomaly Detector is an Azure service for high-quality detection of multivariate and univariate anomalies in a time series. While the standalone version is being retired after October 2026, Microsoft open-sourced the anomaly detection core algorithms, and they are now supported in Microsoft Fabric. Users can leverage these capabilities in data science and real-time intelligence experiences. AI anomaly detector models can be trained in Spark Python notebooks in the data science experience, while real-time scoring can be done by KQL with inline Python in real-time intelligence. We're excited to announce the public preview of Copilot for real-time intelligence. This initial version includes a capability that translates your natural language questions about your data to KQL queries that you can run and get insights. Your starting point is a KQL query set that is connected to a KQL database or a standalone Kusto database. Simply type the natural language question about what you want to accomplish, and Copilot will automatically translate it to a KQL query that you can execute. This is extremely powerful for users who may be less familiar with writing KQL queries, but still want to get the most from their time series data stored in Eventhouse. Customers can increase their network security by limiting access to Eventhouse at a tenant level from one or more virtual networks via private links. This will prevent unauthorized access from public networks and only permit data plane operators from specific VNets. Real-time dashboards have a user-friendly interface, allowing users to quickly explore and analyze their data without the need for extensive technical knowledge. They offer a high-frequency refresh, support a range of customization options, and are designed to handle big data. The following visual types are supported and can be customized with the dashboard's user-friendly interface: bar charts, column charts, area charts, line charts, stat and multistat, pie charts, scatter charts, time charts, anomaly charts, and funnel charts. Directly from a real-time dashboard, users can refine their explorations using a user-friendly form-like interface. This intuitive and dynamic experience is tailored for insights explorers craving insights based on real-time data. Add filters, create aggregations, and switch visualization types without writing queries to quickly uncover insights. With this new feature, insights explorers are no longer bound by the limitation of predefined dashboards. As independent explorers, they have the freedom for ad hoc exploration, leveraging existing tiles to kickstart their journey. Moreover, they can selectively remove query segments and expand their view of data landscapes. Data Activator allows you to monitor streams of data for various conditions and set up actions to be taken in response. These triggers are available directly within the real-time hub and other experiences in Fabric. When the condition is detected, an action will automatically be kicked off, such as sending alerts via email or Teams, or starting jobs in Fabric items. When you browse the Real-Time Hub, you'll see the option to set triggers in the detail pages for streams. Data Activator has been able to monitor Power BI report data since it was launched, and now we're supporting monitoring of real-time dashboard visuals in the same way. From the real-time dashboard tiles, you can click on the ellipsis button and select Set Alert. This opens the embedded trigger pane where you can specify what conditions you're looking for. You can choose whether to send email or Teams messages as an alert when the conditions are met. When creating a new reflex trigger from the Real-Time Hub or within reflex items themselves, you'll notice a new Run a Fabric Item option in the Action section. This will create a trigger that starts a new Fabric job whenever a condition is met, kicking off a pipeline or notebook computation in response to Fabric events. A common scenario would be monitoring Azure Blob Storage events via the Real-Time Hub and running data pipeline jobs where blob-created events are detected. This capability is extremely powerful and moves Fabric from a schedule-driven platform to an event-driven platform. In summary, real-time intelligence, along with the Real-Time Hub, revolutionizes what's possible with real-time streaming and event data within Microsoft Fabric. And now, let's take a look at a demo of the Real-Time Intelligence highlights by Tessa Cluster.
With the announcement of Real-Time Intelligence, I'm extremely excited to show you a little bit about all of the new capabilities coming this month. Real-time intelligence provides end-to-end capabilities from ingestion, processing, analysis, transformation, visualization, and taking action on all your real-time and streaming data. And it's all supported by the Real-Time Hub, a new and central place to discover and manage all of your streaming data and start any related tasks. Here you can see the wide list of streams that are available within the Real-Time Hub. And if I don't see the stream that I'm looking for, I can use the wide range of connectors to both Microsoft services and external clouds directly from the Get Events experience. Opening a stream shows more information, including metadata about the stream and where it's being used in the rest of Fabric. I can also see the profile and preview the data. Directly from here, I can set an alert to notify me whenever a specific field exceeds a certain threshold and send me a Teams message. I can also open the event stream and take advantage of the new edit mode to add more sources, transformations, and destinations. This makes it possible to implement content-based routing and process the stream before it ever lands in storage. One of my destinations is Eventhouse, which is now generally available. I can quickly query the data in my table and use Copilot to build simple or advanced queries. These queries can then be pinned to a real-time dashboard, where I can further explore my data through the new visual exploration experience, and even send an alert directly from the dashboard. Real-time intelligence can do more than just send notifications. With integrations with Power Automate, it can also kick off workflows in external systems. And with this latest update, you can even trigger actions within Fabric itself, like running a data pipeline or a notebook. So this was just a teaser of all the new features coming with real-time intelligence. Stay tuned for much more in-depth blogs and videos on all of these features.
You can now create a fully managed GraphQL API in Fabric to interact with your data in a simple, flexible, and powerful way. We're excited to announce the public preview of API for GraphQL, a data access layer that allows us to query multiple data sources quickly and efficiently in Fabric by leveraging a widely adopted and familiar API technology that returns more data with less client requests. With the new API for GraphQL in Fabric, data engineers and data scientists can create data APIs to connect to different data sources, use the APIs in their workflows, or share the API endpoints with app development teams to speed up and streamline data analytics application development in your business. We're introducing a convenient enhancement to the Dataflows Gen 2 refresh history experience. Now, along the familiar X button in the refresh history screen, you'll find a shiny new refresh button. This small but mighty addition empowers users to refresh the status of their data flows and refresh history statuses without the hassle of exiting the refresh history and reopening it. Simply click the refresh button and voila! Your data flows refresh history screen is updated, keeping you in the loop with minimal effort. Say goodbye to the unnecessary clicks and hello to streamlined monitoring. We're pleased to announce new and updated connectors in this release. The new OneStream connector The OneStream Power Query connector enables you to seamlessly connect Data Factory to your OneStream applications by simply logging in with your OneStream credentials. The connector uses your OneStream security, allowing you to access only the data that you have based on your permissions within the OneStream application. Use the connector to pull cube and relational data along with metadata members, including all their properties. Visit OneStream Power BI connector to learn more. We're excited to announce the preview of Data Workflows, a feature within the Data Factory that revolutionizes the way that you build and manage your code-based data pipelines. Powered by Apache Airflow, Data Workflows offer seamless authoring, scheduling, and monitoring experience for Python-based data process defined as DAGs. This feature brings SaaS-like experience to running DAGs in a fully managed Apache Airflow environment with support for auto-scaling, auto-pause, and rapid cluster resumption to enhance cost efficiency and performance. It also includes native cloud-based authoring capabilities and comprehensive support for Apache Airflow plugins and libraries. We're excited to announce a new feature in Fabric that enables you to create data pipelines to access your firewall-enabled Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2 accounts. This feature enables workspace identity to establish a secure and seamless connection between Fabric and your storage accounts. With trusted workspace access, you can create data pipelines to your storage accounts with just a few clicks. Then you can copy data into Fabric Lakehouse and start analyzing your data with Spark, SQL, and Power BI. Trusted Workspace access is available for workspaces in Fabric capacities F64 and higher. It supports organizational accounts or service principal authentication for storage accounts. That's all for this month. Build sure had a lot of announcements. Please visit the Fabric Community Forums at aka.ms/Fabric Community. It's the best place for you to connect with others and get your questions answered. And please, tell us how we can do better. We are listening. Like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Look forward to talking to you again next month.